How's it going? I just started the another Realm X event, and I managed to pull out, as you can see there, 89,000 score. I wasn't being as aggressive as I probably should have been. I think I finished off on about turn 43. So we're going to give it another shot now and be a bit more aggressive with our ability uses, especially in terms of like Papalymo and Alisaie, because they were getting Papalymo not as many turns as Alisaie was, but I still was using Bravery Attack every now and then. Alisaie, I think I used Bravery Attack quite a few times, so we're going to actually try and get Alisaie's cycle going off. I managed to luckily pull Terra's X weapon in the event banner. Excuse me. So I maxed out her 15 CP weapon and boosted boosted her Awakening Crystal level up. So I guess we're just going to jump straight into it now. Give it another shot. This is actually about my... It says my 4th time attempting this X. Just because... I every time I failed, I went back and retried and boosted the characters, did a bit of artifact grinding to improve them, and the score's been steadily rising, but it's just not going up as much as I would have hoped, obviously. Terra now, we're going to cast this Meltdown just to get a bit of the boost on her now. At the max bravery in the attack and the bravery regen. Papalymo, we will be using an Astral Fire here, hopefully to break this boss, or not the boss, the trash mob. Terra is just going to kill here. And Papalymo is now going to use Umbral Ice on this one to get a bravery regen. And Alisaie is going to finish off with a HP attack. So Ferocious Avian, we're just going to start tanking out some damage. Alisaie, because of the current position that she's in, I'm just going to do a regular bravery attack. Terra, for the moment, it's going to be regular bravery attack. So Alisaie can now throw on that enchanted riposte. Papalymo is going to do a bit of brave shaving, and Terra can safely do a HP attack now. So I'm probably going to be swapping Papalymo out for the friend Terra, so I can actually just start throwing on some significant damage here now. Alisaie, we're going to use our Rare Stone. And Terra is now in a good opportunity, I think, to throw on a Meteor Chant. Excellent, so we're actually doing a good bit better. We're only on turn 16, and we're entering into the 3rd wave. Beforehand, I was on about turn 20 when I was getting into the final waves, so let's see if we can't actually kill off these now. Here, I'm probably going to want to get rid of this blob. And Terra, actually, she can one-hit kill the Lamia. Alisaie can take care of the blob. Excellent, so we're entering into the final fight on turn 19. So we're aiming to beat turn 43. I want to keep Papalymo around for the moment just because the boss's first veil is the white magic veil, and my Alisaie doesn't have the best stat boosting stuff at the moment, so it doesn't have the best dark magic attacks. But we're going to, with Alisaie, I think we are going to use a Vera Thunder now. Cool, our Terra is going to cast her Meteor Chant. Our Papalymo is going to throw on an Astral Fire. Alisaie, going to use our Vera Fire to keep boosting up our black mana. Terra, we're going to cast our Riot Blade to hopefully melt some of the boss's bravery down and deal a good portion of damage. We're going to now bring in Papalymo. As I bring out Papalymo for the friend Terra and cast another Meltdown, it's going to throw on a defense down debuff on the boss. Alisaie, I think we're going to start with a Ver Arrow, and then next turn we'll do our Enhanced Redoublement. Terra here, we're going to use our Meteor Chant just to get a speed down debuff on the boss now. Alisaie, can I safely use that Enhanced Redoublement we're talking about? Our friend Terra is going to, because that already has its 2 debuffs on, I want that extra max bravery boost, so we're going to use a Riot Blade. Attack. Alisaie, we're just going to build up a small bit of bravery before we unleash another HP attack. Friend Terra now, we're going to actually summon Ifrit and hopefully to do a good bit of damage to the boss now. So start off with a nice Meteor. Reapply that speed down debuff. With my Terra, we're going to use Meltdown because of the because I don't have the 35 CP weapon. Alisaie is going to throw on some damage with Ver Stone. My Terra is now going to throw on some damage with a Meteor. Alisaie, we're going to keep building up the black mana now with a Ver Fire. And friend Terra, we're going to cast another Meteor. Deal some significant damage out to the boss, also break it. So we actually are within range at the moment to hopefully kill the boss before its next turn. So we're going to quickly do a bit of Brave Gain on Alisaie. Our Terra is going to use a Meltdown chant to hopefully cap off some of the bravery. Friend Terra is just going to do a regular bravery attack, but our Alisaie is going to use a HP attack. This actually might be enough to kill the boss now, which it is, fantastic. So with 34 turns, we'll probably be looking, I'm hoping, at about 110,000. Just judging from the amounts we were getting on the previous groupings. So this boss, it really did have the problem I was mentioning. Yeah, 116,000. This boss really did have the problems I was mentioning in the guide, where the problem wasn't necessarily going to be beating the boss, it was going to be getting the score achievement. And with especially using Alisaie, it's very difficult. The only reason I think I could even do it with my Alisaie was due to having 2 of the 15 CP weapons, which I managed to draw when I was just throwing a few tickets at the banner because I was having trouble. You almost need a good Terra here. I was a little bit disappointed by that because I was hoping that we could have I could have gotten away with using just my 15 CP weapon Terra because Terra's so good. But it seems like you need the extra damage, which is unfortunate because it kind of leads back to the days of Zaz, where for a mission, for some missions you needed a Zaz. For this one, I feel you almost need a Terra. Thankfully, the banner's up, but this is coming directly before the selfie banner, which is a really well sought after one. Also, I suppose in my case in particular, I was trying to rush myself so I could actually make a video of this and help with the guide. But this causes so I wasn't willing to do as much artifact grinding as someone else might be. Also, I don't have time to wait for new characters to come out. So I'm fairly confident that on the 20th of December we should be expecting the next round of Awakening, which I think were available for this quest when it was released in JP or Japan. I don't know why I shortened that down. So I can't think offhand right now any characters who are particularly useful for that one. Possibly Onion Knight, maybe. But yeah, I would say if you listen to most people talk about any of the characters here, they'll say firstly Terra's great, so Terra's almost a must, at least if you're using this team. Alisaie obviously is okay, but it's compared to 50-50 characters, Alisaie's pretty good. But when you compare Alisaie to all of the 60-60 characters, people will almost always certainly say that Alisaie just isn't anywhere near as good as any of the others, which is partly due to the early awakening, but it's also due to the complexity of the character's loadout and how you have to constantly been cycling through all the attacks. For example, I wouldn't anticipate seeing Alisaie being anyone's friend support unit because there's just it requires a large build up, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. There are some characters which do already currently have that, but they're useful. But Alisaie's, I think, is just too too clunky. Papalimo, it used to be, for me anyway, Papalimo used to be my go-to for damage dealing. That was obviously back around chapter 8, and we have progressed significantly since then. But I was expecting Papalimo to do some good here, but actually didn't, which I'm very disappointed by. So until Papalimo's awakening, it just seems he's not going to... Like, this is a synergy event for him, and I was debating swapping him out with someone else. And if I had a decent magic character at the moment, I probably would. I put it this way, I was considering swapping Papalimo out for Rem, who in theory wastes turns using the swap turn ability, which for this one, for a score requirement, X isn't very good. And also Rem isn't synergy for the event, and Rem is I think a ranged attacker, unless you have the World of Illusion weapons. So if I was to do it again, I'd probably swap out Papalimo first for someone else, and then Alisaie. Terra I'd probably keep in, even if she just had only her 15 CP weapon, just because the amount of damage that she can do with that. But you are going to need some significant damage, I feel, in this one, and to get it through it fast, you need to get it in it. I would say no more than 39 turns, maybe, might be the limit to finishing off this X, which is very, very tough, especially considering the amount of HP the boss actually has. But if you have a strong Terra, like most people do, you should be fine. And for the meantime, I guess the thing is just to keep trying and keep boosting up your artifacts, which is what I'm going to actually be doing now for the rest of the evening while I write the guide for the Cryal event. So I'll see you next time. Hopefully I'll have another video up in about 2 or 3 days. We're running through the Cryal event where you can see my tactics there. And in that case, I actually don't have as many of the synergy characters. Well, I do, but they're obviously not very good. So I think I have Yuffie's 15 CP weapon, but so I'll have a run through that, and you can catch it there, catch it on this channel. So take it easy, guys. Have a good one, and goodbye.